everyone and welcome back to my Fire Emblem Warriors 3 host Let's Play. The last time we we came to the rescue of the Empire, but I mean that doesn't mean that they survived, yeah, that was a rip for Randolph, and Flesh already planned her revenge, so yeah, that's probably what we're gonna deal with this chapter, but yeah. First and foremost, we're gonna talk to everyone, and we also got a new paralogue as well. And as you can see, I did the training, which resulted in this. I mean, it isn't that bad actually, but yeah, maybe we can get these done in this part, so I don't have to like spend time in the next part. Although maybe, I don't know, maybe I want to save these because towards the end the paralogues got way shorter, so the episodes were a bit shorter, so I don't know.
I wish to speak with you.
It's quite difficult to get people to band together for a common cause. Each person is their own entity, which means they have different desires and goals. And yet, since ancient times, people have thought it wise to try and unify all those viewpoints under a single king. I wonder how long it will be until we break free from that custom. I don't know, probably not as long as Rhea is still around.
What can I do for you?
The Eastern Church doesn't keep it in order of knights, because we do not believe in using force to chastise our believers. House Nielsen is charged with keeping order within church territory. They have forbidden the use of any soldiers, even for self-defense. I hope it's now abundantly clear how different we are from the Central Church. I mean, yeah. Not keeping an army is pretty neat, actually, for a church, I think.
Hey!
Our employer, Irvin, ordered us to look after his son. All while he is off fishing on the Great Bridge of Murden without a care in the world. I wish my life was that free and easy, but pay is good, so I guess I can't complain. Yeah. I guess. I guess indeed. Hi, Hilda. I knew we'd eventually have to fight the kingdom, but I really don't want to. I've just been thinking of all the times I visited the Blue Lion classroom at the academy. Yeah,
let's see.
I know what you mean. It's never easy to fight people you know. I already went through all this when we battled the Empire. Just thinking about having doing it again makes me thick to my stomach. Once are seriously the worst, so we can put an end to all this soon. Yeah, talking in this voice is really difficult. I don't know, something about that just makes English even more, harder. How is our leader holding up? Or I guess I should call him king now. It was a tough call to sacrifice his allies like that, but he can't start second guessing himself because of it. And there's nothing to worry about. No worries there. He got the message loud and clear. I certainly hope so. Because if he makes a mistake, we're all dead. Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen.
Do you have a minute?
I traveled through the 3 territories on the western edge of Leicester. They were rife with chaos. Though apparently the nobles have started working to restore public order. I can't say I know what changed their attitudes so suddenly. A little bit of violence goes a long way.
Hey there.
Oh yeah, hi Anna. I've been doing stuff. Yeah, I don't care.
Thanks a bunch.
I'm sorry, not sorry. I don't understand people who choose to bicker about the whys and hows of battle when the outcome is always the same. No matter what choices are made, blood will always be shed and countless lives will always be lost.
Well,
in my opinion, people have an unfortunate tendency to overthink the means while woefully underthinking the ends. I mean, he does have a point, I guess.
let's see.
You've got a point, yeah. The nice thing is, Claude's keeping his door open for anyone who has something to say. Trust me, I've already spoken my mind. Good for you. I, however, have no desire to question our leader. Only all the worries surrounding his decisions. The end result is the same either way. I mean, if you say so.
Greetings, friend.
Oh yeah, right, he's a blue dot now.
Nothing to report.
I kind of didn't realize it, but yeah. Greetings, Commander, nothing to report. Maybe it's just my imagination, but everyone's a lot more chipper now. That's great. I'm gonna do my best to keep this positivity going. Yee. I mean, it's probably not gonna last much longer, considering the next chapter's gonna be the Rod Split chapter. Opinion is split on whether the Empire or the Kingdom is stronger. The Empire wins in terms of pure military might, but the Kingdom has a strong tradition of knighthood that makes them formidable in their own right. Plus, they have the Knights of Ceres on their side. They won't be an easy opponent. I mean, but the Empire has us, so I think they balances it out. Well, I'm certainly glad Claude abandoned that self-righteous attitude of his. However, he has yet to earn my full trust. This is but a mere step down the path to true kingship. I will be immensely disappointed if the coming battles do not mold him into the kind of king I want to serve.
Understand?
If that does not come to pass, it will be exceedingly difficult for me to accept his plans for Leicester. Damn. That's some harsh critic. But I mean, makes sense. A bunch of stuff changed all at once and now I have no clue what's going on. Why can't our enemies just stay the same? I can't get up. Don't say it, I know, you're right. It's my fault for shutting myself away. Man. Poor Bernie. She's just, I don't think she's doing okay, but she's doing okay. My lord, Baron Albrecht has an older brother who's gone missing. His mother is offering quite a tidy sum to anyone who finds him, dead or alive. He is the son of a previous wife, so I imagine the Baron's mother thinks he poses a threat to their position. Yeah, but the son has no interest in becoming the, head of the house, so it's okay.
I'm counting on you.
Hey, you're better at studying than me, right? Could you teach me how when you got the time? I've been wanting to get back to it, since we didn't get to finish the school yet, the academy. Yeah.
Right on.
That's great, Raphael. I'll do whatever I can to help.
Thanks.
Thanks, I get absolutely nowhere when I try to study on my own. I probably won't ever be as smart as the others, but I want to make sure I'm not holding them back. Yeah, that's the spirit. That is the spirit indeed. You too. I see, we were the only ones whose lives were so graciously spared.
Talk to me.
Yeah, but we weren't really part of the Imperial Army or the Knights of Ceres. We'd probably be dead right now if we hadn't sided with the Federation, huh? Pretty scummy if you ask me. I mean, she's not wrong. I don't think that's a foregone conclusion. Not that it would have been up to me.
Ugh.
That's not nearly as reassuring as you think it is. And yeah, I thought he had our backs. We are like a pathetic little boat that has been tossed into the stormy tides of war. Whoops. Whoops indeed. Hi, Petra. The easiest time to be hunting a mighty beast is when it is stalking other prey. When you can be hunting both together. Claude is thinking like a good hunter. But people here are thinking the strategy is not good, and Brittany would be giving him praise. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a difference between, hunting animals and sacrificing people. I don't know.
Did you know?
I've been pretty anxious to go against the Central Church. Everyone in my territory believes in the teaching of Ceres, even if they aren't all devout followers.
You've made my day.
Thank goodness there weren't any riots. I suppose that's all due to the bishop of the Eastern Church.
If I may.
Speaking of which, apparently Judas had a word with her before all this happened. Blah, blah. I cannot read today, I'm so sorry. I hear they've been good friends for a long time. That probably helped smooth things over too. Indeed. Always good if you have the church on your side and not randomly fight it. The longer the longer I'm in this army, the more I run into people I don't want to see. It'd be bad news if they figured out where I am. I don't know what to do either.
What do you think?
Ha, let me guess. You busted someone up? I can help mediate any fights if you want.
Yeah,
Nah, I like my brawls big and loud. I don't care how many bodies my opponent brings. I'll take them all down. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. It's people from my old home.
Thoughts?
But let's just forget about all that. Wanna go grab some food? Your treat, of course. Of course. I mean, think actually, when I was like eating, I think I had him in one session. I think I heard that General Randolph was actually the nephew of Count Burgles, the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs, and that he'd been trying to elevate his family's position through his military accomplishments. I think his younger sister's in the Imperial Army too. She must be devastated right now. Yeah. I had been in the Empire until I heard the Alliance recently became the Federation. I came hoping to see what interesting things might occur.
I'm counting on you.
I have a feeling that Fódlan's future hinges on what King Claude does next. Yeah, he is that kind of guy.
Jeez.
I'm glad to see His Majesty's in a much better mood. He should be fine now. Ah, you act like his older sister. Older sister, eh? You flatter me. I don't know which of these are more, I probably shouldn't, should I? I don't know if she wants to be called a mother, or if that's equal to calling her old. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think she cares that she's old, right? I mean, let's go with the MILF. She strikes me more of a mother figure. She's got this maternal love thing going on. It's true, I'm certainly always scolding him like a parent. The mere thought makes me think of His Majesty's true mother, Lady Tiana. She was a woman of exceptional beauty.
Come to think of it.
And if I recall correctly, she was a close friend of yours, Judith.
Okay.
That's an understatement. We were like sisters. I could talk to Tiana about anything. It was such a shock when little Claude just turned up one day with a letter from her.
I see.
Ah, so that's why I've always supported him, even before he became the Alliance leader. Of course! My best friend asked me to help him, but he hardly needs me anymore. That boy is gonna do just fine. That was actually very wholesome. Also, I'm still questioning, like, how? I mean, okay, like, she has to know that Claude is, like, part Almiran, right? Or that, like, Tiana is an Almira or whatever, right? Like, she has to know that, right? Maybe she helped cover it up, because like, the fact that Claude just randomly appeared. I mean, to be fair, there's, like, a point of, like, mystery in the game itself, where people are like, who is this guy even? Like, where did he come from? But, like, I don't know. That nobody knows that, like, he came from Almira, or that his mother left to Almira.
Do you have a minute?
This change from Alliance to Federation will be but a tiny footnote in Photo's long history. Leicester used to be under the Empire's control, but then the kingdom took them over. Eventually they rebelled and became independent. So it would hardly be a surprise if the Federation now expanded further into the kingdom. Take every last one of them, as a certain man says. Thank you.
Hey there.
Hey Simon, I wanted to thank you again. Why?
Huh?
Thank me for what?
Thanks.
You've taken a weight off my shoulders. I'm grateful for that. You and Judith really let me have it after I let Randolph die. That gave me the push I needed to stop getting caught up in my own ideas and discuss them with the people.
I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on you, you hear? And not just for your brawn, but your brains too. Yee. You can have all my brawn and all my brain, but please don't eat my brain. That's the only thing I asked. Just not eat my brain. Still need that. I cannot definitely say that Claude made a mistake during the battle in Eliel. He sacrificed one person to ensure the rest of us would survive. If he hadn't done that, my friends may not be here today. I mean, technically it wasn't like just one person, it was like literally the entire Empire unit. As long as the war continues, people will suffer, both our enemies and our allies.
How's that?
I think it's only natural to want to at least protect those closest to you. But in truth, no one person's life is more valuable than another's. It is never right to sacrifice someone.
Let's give it a try.
And so all I can say is that I want the war to end as soon as possible. That is all. Indeed. I mean, like I said, just because Randolph was like the only like named NPC, whatever, doesn't mean he's like literally the only one who died. Like he had like entire like army behind him when they were trying to like go through Eliel, and like we kind of let the entire unit die. So I don't know, man. I wouldn't say Claude only sacrificed one person. Droll's mercenaries should still be working for the Imperial Army.
What do you think?
We might not get another chance to battle them now that we're fighting the kingdom and the church. Wait, might not get another chance to battle them? Oh, because they're with the Empire. I did not read that correctly. I mean, I'm still gonna disagree.
You sure?
I wouldn't say that. Mercenaries can always change employers, so we don't know for certain they won't ally with the kingdom. Sure, but I doubt the Empire would let such a valuable asset go. Wait a sec. We might fight alongside the Imperial Army at some point. Which means we could end up fighting with them as allies. That would be amazing. Yeah, I think... I mean... Is it really a spoiler? Okay. So I have already looked at the next chapter because that's the route split, and I already looked at it to see what I have to do. So I don't think it is a spoiler to say that we're gonna fight Gerald and Byleth. Well, we're not gonna fight them, we're gonna try to avoid them as much as possible, but like they are gonna spawn on the battlefield, and I'm gonna have to try to navigate around that in order to not, well, kill them and trigger the quote-unquote bad path or whatever. So, yeah. I already know we're gonna fight them again. And I already know who they're gonna fight with. So, let's just say whatever Leonie said isn't the only possible, not the only possibility, I should say. Of course, Acheron already knows this, but I don't know. I mean, I think, if I remember correctly, Acheron said he got the, quote-unquote bad path. So at least he can see what the difference is on the quote-unquote good path. Or like, Byleth recruited path or whatever you wanna call that. I was flabbergasted at that a commoner like me was allowed to participate in the round table. I guess we're really starting to see some changes now that we're the Federation. Sure.
Right on.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that commoners can have a say in the government.
I see.
Yes, I need to get accustomed to espousing my own viewpoint as well, instead of just following orders. Indeed. Thinking for yourself is pretty neat, actually. Actually... Oh, Claude Rao, I want to stand next to you. There you are. Yeah, I've got my eyes on you, Claude. Got my eyes on you. That's the wrong button, that's also the wrong button. Can I please... Why am I still struggling with the buttons? I don't think it's more... I think... I cannot talk today. This is what I mean. I don't think it's much of a struggling with the buttons, more of a I'm just freaking tired, so... That's a rip.
Yes, that should do quite nicely. And how are you faring, Hilda?
Already over here. I couldn't make any fancy dishes, but since we're just throwing this thing together in our spare time, folks will just have to deal with it.
Exactly. The quality of the food isn't the point of a feast like this. It's about sharing a celebration over our recent victory.
You had quite the showing out there in the battle, my lord. There is no one in the entirety of Fódlan that can hope to best you.
I wholeheartedly agree. It would be my great honor to have even a modicum of your skill one day.
But my power alone did not win the day, friends. This victory belongs to us all.
Host really is incredible. I mean, despite what he says, he basically won the last battle all by himself, which makes him the man of the hour, again. He's earnest, hardworking, and full of talent. The opposite of me in every way.
Now, let's get started. Today, we feast in honor of a person who was instrumental in our victory. My sister, Hilda Valentine Goneril.
Huh?
My lady, I thank you on behalf of all my soldiers. We'd not be here now if it weren't for your quick thinking and deft action.
There are no words to express all that you and your brother have done for us. Huzzah!
Okay, what's going on? I thought you were the guest of honor at this little get-together, Holst?
Whatever do you mean? This feast is all about celebrating your actions in our last battle.
But I didn't do anything. I just ran to the front line, hacked a few guys, and then pulled back.
At which point you saw an enemy giving chase and laid him low, yes? Are you aware that person was the enemy commander? The moment you dispatched him, his forces crumbled. We then pressed the attack and enjoyed swift victory as a result.
Really? He didn't seem very impressive. I mean, the guy went down in one hit. How tough could he have been?
It sounds like you still don't know just how strong you are.
Your brother aside, there is no one in House Goneril who could stand against you, my lady.
Hear, hear! We all rely on you and will continue to do so into the future.
Not gonna lie, it was great having everybody shower me with compliments. But I still want to know why you threw a feast for me in the first place. You could have just patted me on the back and told me good job, and I would have been happy.
You're always putting me on a pedestal, Hilda, but you never appreciate your own accomplishments. I want you to be proud of yourself. I want your degree of pride to match your level of strength. Also, I want everyone to know how great you are. That's why we had the feast. A shame it was so small, but the next one will be a true banquet.
And who's going to put that together, considering I basically did all the prep for this one?
Well, if I can get the ingredients together, I'll treat you to my specialty next time.
Isn't your specialty made from whatever you find lying by the side of the...
Look forward to it, dear sister.
Nice. Oh, that was cute. I like that. That was cute. Oh man. Could you imagine just a feast of like whatever random bullshit you just happen to find in the kitchen? Now that's great.
I know you're busy, Your Majesty, but do you have a moment? It's important.
If it's really important, I have all the moments in the world. What's this about? There are so many possibilities, I can't even guess.
As you are well aware, we've cast away Leicester's old alliances and begun anew as the Federation. And we've now joined forces with the Empire to overthrow the kingdom and dissolve the Central Church.
You're happy with all that, right?
Of course, Your Majesty. I would even go so far as to say I'm your greatest supporter.
No, that's me.
I appreciate that. I feel much more secure in my position as king knowing I have your support.
I am fully confident you'll be able to fulfill our goals in this war. But my question concerns what happens after that. You say you want to remove the Church's authority from Fódlan and build society anew.
That's right. The systems that currently bind Fódlan were all created by the Church to serve their own interests. Now, I won't say they're all bad in and of themselves, but ultimately, they exist to maintain the authority of the Church of Seiros. And so long as we revere them, Fódlan will never be able to move forward. Do you agree?
Let me make sure I understand. When this war is over, you wish to step back and reevaluate both the existing system of nobility and our manner of faith. And you also wish to establish relations with people from other lands and those who follow other faiths. Is that accurate?
Exactly. I want to knock down the walls that keep us closed in. See, I knew you'd get it.
Does this also extend to Fódlan's throat? Will you throw open its gates and look to establish a friendly relationship with the Almirans?
Yes, of course. It will depend on how they respond to our overtures, but that's what I'm hoping for.
And what of House Goneril, a family long seen as the enemy of the Almirans? Would you send its only daughter to form a marital bond with the Almiran royal family? Is that a possible scenario?
Huh? Are we talking about Hilda?
Our house has no other daughters.
Ah, okay, I see where this is going. Don't worry, Holst. I may be the king of Leicester, but I've no interest in also being a royal matchmaker.
But what if the next king of Almira turns out to be a kind and decent man? What if Hilda even likes him?
If Hilda wants to marry that hypothetical heartthrob, I'm not gonna stop her. Look, what's all this really about?
Apologies. My imagination ran free for a moment. If that is what Hilda wants, then I will not stand in her way either.
Your imagination's definitely still running there.
Indeed.
I'm just as worried about Hilda's future as I am about Lester's. Maybe even more so.
I completely understand. So let me just say this. I believe that both Lester's and Hilda's futures are as bright as they can be. All I ask is that you trust me.
I shall take your words firmly to heart. All I ask in return, Your Majesty, is that you continue to safeguard my sister, no matter what may come.
You got it. And, wow. You're really serious about this, Holst.
Indeed. Okay. Both us, you and Lawrence. Let's go.
There you are, Lawrence.
What is it you need now, Balthus?
I want to talk about the debt I owe your father. We never settled that, and I'm thinking I should probably pay it back.
Ah, that. Well, as head of House Gloucester, I have determined you no longer need to repay it. Judging by the specifics of the requests, I highly doubt my father ever expected recompense.
Oh, would you look at that? The current Count Gloucester sure is a generous sort.
You have saved me countless times on the battlefield since joining our army. Asking a comrade in arms for mere coin when I owe them a life debt would only sully the good name of House Gloucester.
Well, I still appreciate it. So, does that mean I can just drop the whole investigate Claude thing? I mean, I've already dug up an entire mound of dirt on the guy, but I'm happy to let it all go.
That is dangerous information to have on our king. Destroy all record and speak of it to no one.
You sure? There's some real juicy stuff in there. Your head would probably pop clean off if I told you.
I admit that my curiosity is piqued. Oh, what to do? In that case, Balthus, hold this information of yours tight and make sure it lands in no other hands. When the time comes that we need it, I will take it into my possession.
When you need it? What's that mean?
It is quite possible that I will become the next king after Claude. You take good care of it in the meanwhile. All for the sake of Lawrence Hellman Gloucester!
How the heck did I end up having to help you?
My apologies. Will you not be assisting me? Though you may be only a former noble, I have the utmost trust you will not betray me after my having cleared your debts.
Not too happy about this, but I am glad to have one less debt on my plate. Still, looks like I've landed with a real scoundrel. If only he were a lady instead.
What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? What? Both of us like, well, I'd hit that. What the heck, man? I don't follow. I don't follow.
Claude, I am well aware that we Leicester nobles will be cooperating with the Imperial forces moving forward. But House Gloucester has always prided itself on an amicable relationship with the Empire. This changes little for us.
I guess you're right. Your father did head up the pro-imperialist faction, after all.
Yes, until your wicked schemes severed their ties.
Do you really have to bring that up again? I thought I apologized for that.
Whoops.
I am simply stating the truth. If such words ring out as criticism to your ear, perhaps your conscience is the problem. But what I mean to say is, my house already had the foresight to do this previously. Your actions now are mere imitation.
I can see your point, though the logic is a bit forced.
It naturally follows that House Regan does not deserve to sit upon the Federation's throne. No, the people yet yearn for their rightful rulers, House Gloucester.
I'm pretty sure that's just your ego talking. I don't think people really feel that way.
Do not misunderstand. I am not opposed to your being king, for the moment at least. But your reign was granted by a round table conference, not blood, making you nothing more than an appointed monarch. And a temporary one, if I may. House Regan does not hold this position by birthright, and it will not stay with you in the future. No. The next to be put forth as king will be... Why, of course it shall be me, Lawrence Helman Gloucester. Some even propose I ascend to the throne immediately if you begin to teeter toward ruin.
Yeah, you're really letting your ego run wild here. But I have to admit, the idea of a non-hereditary monarchy does sound interesting.
Doesn't it, though? My capacity for such thoughts is proof enough that I am suited to be king.
But I can't stand to think about going back to making that decision via roundtable. It'd be no different from how we used to do things in the Alliance.
Oh? Then how will we decide?
How about letting the people of Leicester choose?
What?
Left to their own devices, they'd probably pick whoever they thought would be the best able to protect them. Sounds pretty good, huh?
A preposterous suggestion. Is this in earnest? Though, such a method would prove a great boon for House Gloucester. The common folk in our territory have the utmost trust in us, after all.
And for once, I think that's fact, not ego talking. You do realize it would be the whole of Leicester choosing, though, right?
Not a problem. Our just rule is known far and wide through every mountain and ravine of Fódlan. I think. But let us set that matter aside for now. That is not what I came here to tell you. You should know, the role of king within the Federation is as of yet unstable. Proceed with caution, lest it all come crashing down around you.
You're right. Unlike the Empire to our south and Kingdom to our west, the Goddess's guidance didn't grace the founding of our Federation. So the role of king is a fragile one, held aloft only by the people supporting them. I'll be careful, just as you say. And thank you, Lawrence. I think I might just get through this with my wits intact if I have you here next to me.
Please do not get the wrong idea. I simply do not wish to see my beautiful home succumb to the foul clutches of despair.
Of course, of course. And I hope you keep coming to me to voice all your complaints. I'll be counting on you, Lawrence.
Okay, what? They're just gonna picture. I also didn't say anything because I thought, like, that was weird because I had to like press A twice, but I thought they were gonna say something, so I didn't say anything. But like, that why? You guys, I'm onto you. I'm onto you guys. Oh man, yeah, I was about to say if Lawrence can do one thing, it's complain. Oh man. And that was Anyway, we actually got through all the supports. We got through all the conversations. I don't know. Do we have anything on the war map? Actually, I forgot. No, we don't. So we really only have the paralogue, which makes me kind of regret not not saving the supports for the next episode, because I don't think the paralogue is gonna be that long, and I would prefer to have the paralogue at its own part, but well, that might either not happen or might gonna be a very short part. I don't know. I cannot say. Claude, please. You don't see me. It's just Claude, the main. Simon, can I please stop that? Okay, this is Claude, the main character. I mean, he's looking to the side for no reason at all, but don't mind that. It's Claude. Yeah. Anyway, this is it for this episode. It was interesting nonetheless. I do appreciate Claude's supports. I really like all of them so far, so yeah. I appreciate that, but I don't know about you guys. You can tell me if you do also appreciate Claude, and if you say no, I know for a fact that you're lying. So yeah, see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.